So, hello, sir. Welcome to the show. It's been a great honor to have you as our first guest. So, my first question to start this podcast is, sir, when you heard our name, Control All BTECH, this podcast, so how does it feel to be the one rebooting this journey with us?
The moment when I heard Control Alt and BTECH, and I felt it's really a brilliant title because the control says, how do we control ourselves, and the art says, how do we look at other, choices, and how do you pick the best choice, and about BTECH. So this is a right title for the podcast.
Yes, sir. How do you feel sitting in the hot seat today, sir?
I always, feel it as a great opportunity because through this podcast, I can share my views to my student community.
Okay, sir. So, we move on to the next question. So, most of us see you in the director's office, in the director's chair, a place of power, but it's also a place of immense pressure. So, when you sit in that chair every morning, what is that one responsibility or thought that keeps you going?
See, for me, always now as a director, before as a teacher, the first thought that comes into my mind is student. See, what is the best I can do for the students is what always that runs in my mind. And how different my institute, my team, and myself towards the student is what always I look at.
Okay, so that's a brilliant answer. So, between managing a campus and publishing research papers and having your own work life and overseeing thousands and hundreds of students at SIT Hyderabad, we love to know, sir, what hobbies or anything you do besides being the director of SIT Hyderabad.
See, always actually, I love to travel and I spend my leisure time mostly at my farms. Every weekend, I always plan to visit my village and spend some of my time at farms. But of course, sometimes I get occupied back into my work. And as you all see me from 9 to 5, mostly I'm occupied as the director with all the academic responsibilities. But when it comes to my research, mostly, I have my collaborators from the Western countries. I have to even spend, late nights, discussing with them to get on, my works. But of course, when it comes to a hobby, always, whenever I get leisure of 2 to 3 days, I love to travel.
Okay, so. So moving on from the director's chair, we'll now talk about your BTEC journey. Just a few questions. So do you remember your first day of BTEC? How were you feeling? Were you nervous, excited? Were you confident? आज तो मैं तोड़ दूंगा first day, sir. How were you feeling?
Actually, when it comes to my BTEC, I always have to say there used to be always a debate between me and my father. My father actually wants me to become an advocate, but I love to become an engineer. And at times I got confused. May I get my choice to become an engineer or not? But on the day one when I got into my BTEC program, I felt that I did it, and I'm into my dream career.
So was there a specific project or a late night session during your BTEC that made you realize that this is the field I want to be in, or like, is this what I'm supposed to be for?
When it comes to late night stay back at campuses, see these days laptops available for everyone. So I did my BTEC from 2000 to 2003 somewhere. So at the time, for working on a computer, we have to stay back in the college and with working with my team in the laboratory, and even spending late nights in the library, to go with the books as well. Because at those days, to go with the course, we need to refer 3 to 4 textbooks, which are not possible to afford. So that's why there are many cases where we spent huge time in laboratories and libraries late night. Even there were days where we used to spend whole night as well, 24/7. Our labs and libraries used to be open at the time.
Okay. So if BTEC didn't exist, or if your life had taken a different turn, as you just talked about, so besides engineering, what other career would you have chosen?
See, as I just said, I have to get into BTech Computer Science Engineering that too, and through entrance, I did a lot of hard work because I have to be into that. And if I could not get the seat, there is no other way that I would have become an advocate today.
Okay, sir. So, sir, you have a massive record of a lot of publications and research paper. A very good record, by the way. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, for a student who wants to start with the first research paper or publish the first paper on AI or cloud. So, what is that first line of code or first research question we should start finding that is actually worth solving?
See, when it comes to research, the first thing that everyone has to do is it's more of reading. Now people look at anything, 10x productive. But when it comes to research, we could come up with one page of information when we could read 100 pages of information. So always we need to look at more of literature, understand and identify unsolved problem space or a problem space where certain improvement is required. This is the first thing every individual has to do to get into research.
Okay, sir. So, sir, with your many years of experience, you have seen the world move from a physical server to the cloud. So, in your view, what was the biggest turning point where cloud computing stopped being a luxury and becoming a necessity for every business?
See, always when it comes to cloud, this is the area where actually I spent almost 5 to 6 years of my research, as a part of my PhD. See, before the cloud computing was existing, for any complex computing task, people used to depend on supercomputing. And computer is not available for everyone. But I say cloud computing is the greatest innovation or invention. And this has become possible only because of the advanced communication systems. And because of cloud computing being available for everyone, we are able to, perform our complex computing tasks from our desk. So this is actually the biggest game changer in terms of technology. And even the journey of cloud technology was not that good at, because in the initial days people were not ready and not trusted cloud computing because they lose ownership once they move their services onto the cloud. But later on, cloud gained the advantage, and now we could see most of the services are on cloud.
So, we'll move on to our next question. So, in your college days, during a Viva, how important is presence of mind? Did you ever have to use some creative engineering logic? कोई भी engineering logic आपने use किया, कुछ भी बोल डाला, to navigate through a tough question when your mind went totally blank?
See, I use my own technology when it comes to Viva, when it comes to facing an interview. This is something, what I do is, what I always say is, it always lies in us that in which direction we can take the interviewer.
Okay.
So I always see, getting success in an interview is always through taking an interviewer in our own direction, where exactly we know everything, is what actually the success mantra.
Ask if you ever gave any experience of such a interview ever gave.
See, I tell, when it comes to any question, in interviews, maybe why anywhere, the basic student, what he does is for a question, not limiting to an answer, a student answers everything. But I'll not do that. I'll just stick to the question and answer. And then definitely an interviewer will have one more question to ask in the same topic because you want to go to the depth of the topic. And that's where I could answer 4 to 5 and his time is done and I will leave the interview. Successfully. Is what actually the secret one.
Nice. Sir, every college has them, Is there a campus myth or a haunted building, haunted wing you ever had from your college days that everyone believed in? So, did you ever go there, देर के लिए दोस्त बोलते ये देख के आते was there any such stories?
Coming at a haunted place, actually, my BTech campus, my college used to be in a remote location. It's like a huge, some 100 plus acres of campus. And we used to have a cricket ground and the edge of the cricket ground, there we used to have a big hill, and some students actually used to trek and used to tell lot many things. But I played a lot of cricket, just which is adjacent to that particular haunted place, or what people used to say. But I never made an attempt to climb the hill.
So what kind of stories did they share for that haunted hill?
People used to tell, there are devils, there are etc., etc. They used to say a lot many things. I never did.
Okay, sir. I think that is a very good move, sir. Do not go towards the haunted stuff.
Of course.
Go. So, sir, can you walk us through the most challenging part of your first job hunt or internship? Was there a moment where you felt unprepared, or how did you navigate that pressure?
Actually, I have to say it was my first internship during my BTech program. I had my first internship in steel plant Visakhapatnam. And I'm a computer science guy, and the steel plant, more of mechanical things keeps happening. And the people over there, were more mechanical oriented, and I'm data oriented. And I was confused whether am I wrong or they are wrong, because I couldn't see a synchronization in understanding what is that I have to do during my 2 months of internship at steel plant. But of course, later on, one mentor, he's Mr. Srinivas Reddy, still I remember his name. He, mentored me, and he made me understand, and I could do a project. That was my first project, which I did for, the steel plant as a part of my internship.
Okay, sir. So moving on to our next question, I wanted to ask that every engineer has that one subject which is like a boss level they can't beat. So what was that one subject that was very tough for you, or you were scared of the subject back in your engineering days?
If I have to get back into my engineering courses, that's the one course which not just me, many people, get afraid of is basic electrical engineering. And even I remember that is B.L. Thereja and A.K. Thereja is the authors of the book. It's not the subject, but the most worry is to be while going for the laboratory practical, because handling those equipment and getting the results, what exactly there in the manual, and sometimes results used to be unpredictable, and and it all unable to guess where exactly we have gone wrong is what actually the course still even today I remember.
Okay, sir. So now we'll move on into your more technical and your expertise side, sir. So as an expert in artificial intelligence, there's a lot of anxiety among our students. So do you believe that AI will eventually replace our entry-level engineer, or will it simply change the tool set we need to master our 4 years during this engineering journey?
So I always tell to the students to look at AI as a tool. So every day, as a part of our life going on, we use various tools, which makes our life sophisticated and comfortable. In the similar way, we need to look AI just as a tool, and we need to get skilled wherein we use AI as a tool is what actually I say to students.
Okay, sir. Success in engineering isn't just about coding or circuits. It's about the mindset. So, if we were to look into your personal bookshelf, what is that one book that you think contains the secret code for a student to go from being a graduate to being a leader? So, give us a one must-read recommendation.
See, than a book, always I recommend certain websites. The most website that I love to look at always is the CS Unplugged, because this is the website which always says that learn computers without computers. So this is the website which every student, every computer science student has to refer for sure.
Okay, sir. So now we'll play a small game, sir.
Okay.
I hope you're ready for it. So, sir, I'll give you two options. You just have to say this or that.
Okay.
For example, faculty meetings or student interactions.
Always student interactions.
Okay, sir. Formal events or college fests.
College fest.
So what do you hope about Anvesham this year then?
So I'm looking at Anvation again, making it more exciting for the SIU Hyderabad students.
Okay, so quiet office time or the busy campus bus?
Always the busy campus bus. I believe in campus life.
Okay, sir. Email communication or quick phone calls?
I look at email communication,
Email communication. The filtered coffee or Irani chai?
filtered copy.
Technical guest lectures or cultural talent shows?
For me, technical guest lectures.
Okay, sir. Formal suit and tie or smart casuals?
Smart casuals always feels me comfortable.
Okay, sir. Strict deadlines or quality over speed?
Quality over speed.
Okay, sir. LinkedIn networking or face-to-face mentoring?
LinkedIn networking.
Okay.
Looking at time.
Okay, sir. The director cabin or walking through the corridors?
Walking through the corridors.
Okay, sir. That was all for us, just so that. Now we'll be moving on to guess the slang. Gen Z edition. Okay, so I'll be giving a slang, sir, and a few questions. Option is the answer. You just have to guess if what that Gen Z slang means.
I might fail to answer.
It's okay, sir. Any guess you have.
Okay.
So the first one, no cap. What could this mean, sir? I'll give you an option. Number one, no hat. Second one, no lie. And third one, no attendance.
No light.
No lie. Okay, sir. That's actually correct. Now, second question, sir. This class is mid. For example, class is average, class is in middle, or mid-session exam.
So, the first option.
Class is average. That is correct, sir. Oh my god, you know a lot of Gen Z slang, sir. Okay, the third question, sir. Bro cooked. What could this mean, sir? Someone is in trouble, someone cooked food, or someone did really well.
The first one.
Someone is in trouble? No, sir.
It's not right?
No, sir.
Okay.
It is someone did really well.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That exam was wild. The first option is very easy. Second option is very confusing or intense. And the third option is exam had no rules.
Yeah, the third one, no rules.
No rules. No, sir.
Wrong answer, right?
Yes, sir.
It is easy.
No. It's very confusing or intense.
Okay.
Okay, now the last one, sir. Low-key stressed. So what does that mean? Slightly stressed, not stressed, or hiding stress from the faculty?
Hiding stress from the faculty may be an answer. Wrong.
No, sir. It is slightly stressed.
Slightly
Low-key.
Low-key.
Thoda stressed है.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have to learn.
Yes, sir. Okay. Next question, sir. Main character energy. The first option is lead role in a drama. Second option is confident, the center of attention. Or the third, attendance topper.
Maybe the third one, attendance stopper.
No, sir.
Second one.
Yes, it means being confident or the center of attention. Like
Actually, that was my
you are
answer.
the main character energy of this SIT Hyderabad. Like that, sir. Okay. The next question, sir. That presentation 8. The first option is time consuming. Second option is really good. The third question is went over lunchtime.
Can you repeat the question again?
That presentation 8.
8.
8. ATE 8. So the first option is time consuming. Second option is really good. And the third option is went over lunchtime.
All three looks the same. Maybe the third one. Wrong.
Went over lunchtime. No, sir. 8 means it went really good.
Good, really good. So it took the time and it went good. Yeah.
Yes. The last question, sir. Sir, the vibe was off. So what can this mean?
The vibe was off.
Vibe, sir.
Vibe was off.
The vibe was off. The first option, network issue. Second option, the mood was weird. The third option, project not uploaded.
The second one.
Mood was weird. Yes, sir. That is correct. So, sir, that was all for our game segment and the end of our podcast. So, sir, we are very thankful for you being able to join us for this interview. Do you have any words you want to share?
And I really experienced a good interview, and it really went well. And my one last message to the students of SIT Hyderabad: try to utilize every single minute to move to the next level of the life. So, with this, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.